Welcome back. I'm Pratap here. Today is the 22nd August 2024. In this video, I'm generating different supply demand zone price action reports useful for the premium subscribers. The first report I'm going to generate, finding the stocks near demand and supply zones. And in this process, we will also identify daily and 75 minutes high liquidity zones, and also 15 minutes and 5 minute stocks near demand and supply zones, along with Zone Confluence with ITF time frame, if required even HTF time frame, Zone Confluence. So let me start with half yearly time frame. Let us find the stocks near half yearly demand zone. One stock is filtered near the half yearly demand zone. I will be giving you only few seconds time to watch the report, so I request you pause the video. You can study all the parameters. If required, you can also draw the zones in your charting application by taking these leg in and leg out timestamps along with base candle count. If you don't understand how to study this report, I request you complete the training lesson 21.1. That is part 1 of lesson 21. There I explained each and every column in detail, their values, their abbreviations. Even I have also explained how we can draw the zones in TradingView by taking a leg in and leg out timestamps and base candle count from this report. Now let me generate the next report. For half yearly time frame, let us find the stocks near half yearly supply zone. One stock is filtered. Next time frame is a quarterly time frame. Let us find the stocks near quarterly demand zone. Only one stock is there near quarterly demand zone. And the next quarterly time frame, let us find the stocks near quarterly supply zone. Two stocks are filtered near to the quarterly supply zone. The next time frame is monthly. And let us find the stocks near monthly demand zone. Two stocks are there near to the monthly demand zone. For monthly time frame, let us find the stocks near monthly supply zone. Four stocks are filtered near to the monthly supply zone. Next time frame is weekly. Let us find the stocks near weekly demand zone. So three stocks are filtered near to the weekly demand zone. For weekly time frame, let us find the stocks near weekly supply zone. Six stocks are filtered near to the weekly supply zone. And the next time frame is a daily. Entry time frame is daily. Let us find the stocks near daily demand zone. Five stocks are filtered near to the daily demand zone. So let us identify high liquidity daily demand zones, if any. First one is Adani Ports. Adani Ports is having a high liquidity demand zone, already tested 4 times, and also having 4 rejections from the zone. So you need to fine tune the zone up to the 5 minutes time frame, and if you can find a fresh fine-tuned 5 minute zone, you can plan the trade, otherwise the zone will be violated. So we have identified only one high liquidity daily demand zone from this daily time frame. Next report for daily time frame, let us find the stocks near daily supply zone. 5 stocks are filtered near to the daily supply zone. Let us identify high liquidity supply zones from this list. We have LTTS. L&T Technology Services is having a high liquidity supply zone, but it is also having high liquidity, but it is already pierced. So you just ignore this, because our focus is on the high liquidity daily supply zones. So we have a valid high liquidity supply zone, which is a fresh zone. So you need to fine tune the zone up to the 5 minutes time frame. If you can find a fresh fine tuned 5 minute zone, you can plan a trade. Otherwise, the zone will not be useful for the trading. Next one is Pierce zone. Pidilite is Pierce, so we can't plan a trade. So we have only one valid high liquidity supply zone from this list. So far we identified two zones. One is from daily demand zone and another one is from daily supply zone. So the next time frame is 125 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 125 minutes demand zone. 9 stocks are filtered. For 125 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 125 minutes supply zone. 4 stocks are filtered. The next time frame is 75 minutes. So entry time frame is 75 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 75 minutes demand zone. 7 stocks are filtered. Let's check if there are any high liquidity 75 minutes demand zone from this list. So Burger Paint is having a high liquidity 75 minutes demand zone, and it is a fresh zone. So you need to fine tune the zone up to 5 minutes time frame, and then you can plan a trade if there is a fresh fine tuned 5 minute zone is available. This is the low priority high liquidity zone. So we have only one valid high priority high liquidity zone from 75 minutes time frame, that is Burger Paints. GAIL also you can plan a trade because it is a supporting bullish trade setup. You may ask me how it is supporting bullish trade setup. See, it is having the score, OE score 15 out of 15. If that is the case, parameters are in favoring. But only thing is, you need to look for a fresh fine-tuned 5 minute zone, otherwise zone will be violated. Even if the score is 15 out of 15, there is no use if you don't find a fresh fine-tuned 5 minute zone inside this. Okay, the next time frame, the next report is for 75 minutes time frame. Let us find the stocks near 75 minutes supply zone. 4 stocks are filtered. And we don't have any high liquidity supply zones from this list. Okay. So total 3 high liquidity zones we identified, 1 low priority high liquidity and 3 high priority high liquidity zones. Okay, fine. Now let's look into the next time frame, that is 25 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 25 minutes demand zone. 4 stocks are filtered. The next report, 25 minutes time frame. Let us find the stocks near 25 minutes supply zone. 3 stocks are filtered. The next time frame is 15 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 15 minutes demand zone. 8 stocks are filtered near to the 15 minutes demand zone. Okay, from these 8, let us check how many of the stocks are having confluence, demand zone confluence with ITF time frame. LTF is 15 minutes, that is the entry time frame. So for 15 minutes ITF is 1 time frame higher, that is nothing but 75 minutes time frame. So let's look for 15 minutes and 75 minutes demand zone confluence. So we have 15 minutes demand zone with 75 minutes demand zone. I am enabling. So with this filter, let's verify. Out of 8, 3 stocks are filtered. All these 3 stocks are currently supporting demand zone confluence with 75 minutes time frame. But this is already pierced, PVR Inox. You have to ignore it. Okay, now again let us verify how many of these stocks again having confluence with the daily time frame. Mostly, because all the demand zones are at high on the curve, mostly you may not find daily zone confluence, but let's verify. So 15 minutes to 75 is already enabled. Next 15 minutes demand zone with daily demand zone I am enabling, and also 75 minutes demand zone and daily demand zone also I am enabling. Now let's filter. No, none of the stocks are filtered as I expected. So the next report is for 15 minutes time frame. Let us find the stocks near 15 minutes supply zone. Let's filter. Only 4 stocks are filtered. 4 supply zones. Out of these 4 supply zones, VEDL is not useful. It is already pierced. But how many of these 15 minute zones are having confluence with ITF time frame? So supply zone confluence for 15 minutes and 75 minutes. So here we have 15 minutes supply zone with 75 minutes supply zone I am enabling. Now let's filter. So only one stock VEDL, but this is pierced, so no use in focusing on this. Okay. The next time frame is 5 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 5 minutes demand zone. 10 stocks are filtered near to the 5 minutes demand zone. Now we will verify the zone confluence, demand zone confluence for these 10 stocks. ITF confluence, that is 5 minutes demand zone with 15 minutes demand zone enabled. Let us verify. Now 6 stocks are filtered. Out of 10, 6 stocks are filtered, and these 6 stocks are having ITF confluence. Now among these 6, how many are having HTF confluence? That is also we are going to verify. So in the demand zone confluence, I am adding 2 more filters. The first one is already enabled, and 5 minutes demand zone with 75 minutes demand zone is also enabled, and 15 minutes demand zone with 75 minutes demand zone is also enabled. With all the 3 filters, 4 stocks are filtered. Currently these 4 stocks are supporting bullish these 4 stocks are supporting LTF, ITF and HTF confluence. That is 5 minutes, 15 minutes and 75 minutes confluence. And here already supply zone, this is a demand zone, or this is a demand zone confluence. So already BEL is already pierced, not useful. So you need to focus on the remaining 3. But again, you should also look for the trend, the other concepts also, unless it is not a high liquidity zone. Okay, the next report is for 5 minutes time frame. Let us find the stocks near 5 minutes supply zone. 12 stocks are filtered, and these 12 stocks are near to the 5 minute supply zone, but we need to look for supply zone confluence. That means 5 minute supply zone with ITF, that is 15 minutes supply zone. So in the supply zone confluence, the 5 minute supply zone with 15 minute supply zone I am enabling. Now let's filter the stocks. So only one stock is filtered. but this supply zone is already pierced. So there is no meaning further investigation on this. So this is about bullish and bearish. This is about stocks near demand and supply zones for all the time frames. Now let us generate bullish and bearish trade setups for all the 4 income trades, that is monthly, weekly, daily and hourly. First let's start with monthly income trade bullish trade setup. Entry time frame is daily, entry zone is demand zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at daily time frame, I am selecting bullish. The daily demand zone should not be pierced. So that's why in the daily time frame I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0. That means zone is not pierced. And zone achievement is violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhancer score is 12. All the filters are applied to this daily demand zone. And now I have filtered the stocks. And a good number of stocks are filtered. These are the first 21 stocks in this space. And let me scroll the list down. So total 31 stocks are filtered. And these 31 stocks are currently supporting bullish trade setup for monthly income trade. Out of these 31, how many are currently supporting even zone confluence? So here daily zone is a LTF, lower time frame zone. So let us look for ITF confluence, that means daily and weekly confluence. So I am going back. In the demand zone confluence, so daily demand zone with weekly demand zone confluence I am looking for. Just enable this filter. Now let's filter. See, now from 32 the list is come down to 16 stocks. And these 16 stocks are supporting a bullish trade setup for monthly income trade, and also they are having confluence with weekly time frame. The daily zone and weekly zones are in confluence. Now out of these 16, again, how many of these stocks are having confluence with HTF zone? HTF is monthly. So that means daily, weekly, monthly demand zone confluence. Let us verify. Already daily demand zone with weekly demand zone is enabled. So daily demand zone with monthly demand zone is also I am enabling. And weekly demand zone with monthly demand zone is also I am enabling. With all the 3 filters, let's verify. So 3 stocks are filtered. That means these 3 stocks are supporting bullish trade setup for monthly income trade and also daily, weekly and monthly zone confluence, demand zone confluence. So this is about bullish trade setup for monthly income trade. In the next report, bearish trade setup for monthly income trade. So entry time frame is daily, entry zone is supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup in daily, I am selecting bearish. And pierced count, that is a daily supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count, daily time frame minimum value 0, maximum value 0. Zone achievement is violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhancer score is 12. All the 3 filters are applied to daily supply zone. Now no stocks are filtered. So that means currently there are no bearish trade setup for monthly income trade. Okay, the next one is bullish trade setup for weekly income trade. Weekly income trade entry time frame 75 minutes. Entry zone is demand zone. Bullish or bearish trade setup at 75 minutes I am selecting bullish. And 75 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So in the 75 minutes time frame, minimum value I am setting 0, maximum value 0, and zone achievement is violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhancer score is 12. All the 3 filters are applied to 75 minutes demand zone. So this is the filter list. These are the first 19 stocks in this space. And in the next page I am scrolling the list down. So total 26 stocks are filtered. These 26 stocks are supporting a bullish trade setup for weekly income trade. Now let us verify how many of these stocks are having confluence with ITF time frame. Here LTF is 75 minutes, so ITF is daily. So 75 minutes demand zone and daily demand zone confluence we are looking for. So we have 75 minutes demand zone with daily demand zone confluence. I enabled. Let's filter. So the list is come down to 15 stocks. From 26 the list is come down to 15 stocks. And these 15 stocks are supporting bullish trade setup for weekly income trade, and also they are having a 75 minutes and a daily time frame demand zone confluence. Okay, now out of these 15, again, how many are having HTF confluence, that is weekly zone confluence? That is also we will verify. So in the weekly time frame, 75 minutes demand zone with weekly demand zone is also enabled. And then daily demand zone and weekly demand zone confluence also I am enabling. Now with all the three filters, let's verify. That is 75 minutes daily and weekly zone confluence. Three stocks are filtered. So these three stocks are supporting a bullish trade setup for weekly income trade and also LTF, ITF and HTF zone confluence. So in the next report, bearish trade setup for weekly income trade. So entry time frame is 75 minutes. For bearish trade setup, entry zone is supply zone, and also in bullish or bearish trade setup at 75, I am selecting the value bearish. This 75 minute supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count, in 75 minutes time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0, and zone achievement is violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhancer score is 12. All the three filters are applied to 75 minute supply zone. Now two stocks are filtered. Currently these two stocks are supporting bearish trade setup for weekly income trade. Now let's verify how many of these stocks are having a confluence with ITF time frame, that is 75 minutes and daily confluence. So we need to look for supply zone confluence. So 75 minute supply zone with daily supply zone, I am enabling the filter. Now let's verify. So only one stock is filtered. RT Industries is having ITF confluence. Now let's verify this is also having a HTF confluence. Let us check. So I am adding a HTF confluence, supply zone confluence filters also. So 75 minutes with supply zone weekly confluence enabling, and daily supply zone and weekly supply zone also enabled. Now let's verify. So RT Industries is also supporting LTF, ITF and HTF zone confluence, that is 75 minutes daily and weekly confluence this zone is having. And moreover, it is a fresh zone and also high liquidity zone. Currently prices are moving towards this high liquidity supply zone. Okay, in the next report, daily income trade bullish trade setup. Entry time frame is 15 minutes, entry zone is a demand zone, and also in bullish or bearish trade setup at 15 minutes I am selecting bullish. The 15 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count, I am setting a minimum value 0, maximum value 0, and zone achievement is a violated opposing zone. Minimum odd enhancer score is 12. All the three filters are applied to 15 minutes demand zone, and 14 stocks are filtered. These 14 stocks are supporting bullish trade setup for daily income trade. Now let's verify how many of these 14 stocks are having ITF confluence, that is 15 minutes and 75 minutes demand zone confluence. So here we have 15 minutes demand zone and 75 minutes demand zone. I am enabling this option. Now let's filter the stocks. So from 14 the list is reduced to 7. So these 7 stocks are having 75 minutes and daily demand zone confluence. Now out of these 7, how many are having confluence with even HTF time frame? HTF is a daily. I am sorry, earlier I said this is 15 minutes and 75 minutes demand zone. Now we should look for 15 minutes, 75 minutes and daily demand zone confluence. So I am adding other filters. 15 minutes demand zone with daily demand zone is enabled, and also 75 minutes demand zone and daily demand zone is also enabled. With all the three filters, currently no stocks are supporting. That means LTF, ITF, HTF Confluence is not supporting. Only LTF and ITF Confluence is there. Okay, the next report is a bearish trade setup for daily income trade. So entry time frame 15 minutes, entry zone is supply zone, and in bullish or bearish at 15 minutes time frame I am selecting bearish. This 15 minutes supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count, in the 15 minutes time frame I am entering the minimum value 0, maximum value 0. Zone achievement is violated opposing zone, minimum order enhancer score is 12. All the three filters are applied to 15 minutes supply zone, and this is the list. So currently 3 stocks are supporting bearish trade setup for daily income trade. So out of these 3, how many are currently supporting ITF Confluence? Let's verify. ITF supply zone confluence. So that is a 15 minute supply zone with 75 minute supply zone. I am enabling. Now let's filter. So 2 stocks. So from the 3 stocks, these 2 are currently supporting bearish trade setup and also 15 minutes and 75 minute zone confluence. Now let's verify any of these stocks are having a confluence with even HTF time frame, that is a daily time frame. The supply zone confluence. So 15 minute supply zone with the daily HTF time frame and also ITF and HTF confluence. 75 with the daily. Also I am enabled with all the 3 filters. Let's verify. So one stock, Kotak Bank, is having a 15 minutes, 75 minutes and daily zone confluence. And this is a high liquidity zone, already gave a good test. Okay, this is about bearish trade setup for daily income trade, and the next report, hourly income trade, bullish trade setup. Entry time frame is 5 minutes, entry zone is a demand zone, and in bullish or bearish trade setup at 5 minutes I am selecting bullish. The 5 minutes demand zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count, in 5 minutes time frame, minimum value I am setting 0, maximum value I am setting 0, and the zone achievement is violated opposing zone, minimum order enhancer score is 12. All the 3 filters are applied to 5 minutes demand zone, and 16 stocks are filtered. These 16 stocks are supporting bullish trade setup for hourly income trade. Intraday trading point of view. But intraday trading point of view, the most important thing is taking directly on the 5 minute zone is quite risky unless it is a high liquidity zone. So that's why the best trade option is let us look for 15 minute zone confluence. So 15 minutes demand zone and 5 minutes demand zone confluence. That is ITF confluence. So here 5 minutes demand zone with 15 minutes demand zone confluence enabled. Now the list is reduced to 11. These 11 stocks are supporting a bullish trade setup for hourly income trade, and also they are having confluence with ITF time frame, that is 15 minutes time frame. Now let us also verify how many of these zones are also having confluence with HTF time frame. HTF is 75 minutes. So we should add 2 more filters. Already 5 minutes demand zone, 15 minutes is enabled. Next 5 minutes demand zone with 75 minutes demand zone also enabled. And 15 minutes demand zone with 75 minutes demand zone is also enabled. Now let's verify. Now from the 7 stocks, 3 stocks are filtered. So these 3 demand zones are having confluence with 5 minutes, 15 minutes and 75 minutes. Okay. So this is about bullish trade setup for weekly income trade. Bullish trade setup for hourly income trade. And in the next report, bearish trade setup for hourly income trade. Entry time frame is 5 minutes. Entry zone is supply zone. In bullish or bearish trade setup at 5 minutes, I am selecting bearish. The 5-minute supply zone should not be pierced. So in the pierced count, in the 5 minutes time frame, I am setting minimum value 0, maximum value 0, and the zone achievement is violated opposing zone, and the minimum odd enhancer score is 12. All the 3 filters are applied to 5-minute supply zone. Let's filter the stocks. So only 3 stocks are filtered, currently supporting bearish trade setup for hourly income trade. Now let us verify how many of these stocks are having confluence with ITF time frame, that is 5 minutes and 15 minutes supply zone confluence. Okay, here 5 minutes and supply zone with 15 minutes supply zone I am enabling. It's enabled. Now let's filter. So out of 2 stocks, these 2 stocks are having confluence with even 15 minutes time frame. And moreover, both the supply zones are having high liquidity zones. And also they have good RR also there. Here we have 1:5 RR. And probably here we have a 1:6.5 RR is there approximately. Okay, this is about bearish trade setup for hourly income trade and also having a 5-minute zone confluence with 15-minute zone. Now let us verify any of these zones are having HTF confluence. One is low on curve, probably this will be filtered. This is high on curve, but we will check. This will be, chances are there for the second one. So supply zone confluence, already one filter is enabled, remaining 2 5-minute supply zone with 75-minute supply zone enabling, and also ITF and HTF confluence, that is 15-minute supply zone with 75-minute supply zone. So that means LTF, ITF, HTF confluence. So one stock is filtered. Supply zone is high on the curve. Oh, it is having a 15 out of 15 odd enhancer score is also there. Okay, this is about bullish and bearish trade setups for all the 4 income trades. And finally, let us generate stop buffers based on daily ATR. So first 17 in this list are indices, that includes all sectorial indices. Remaining all are equity stocks, but we have filtered from F&O category. So I am scrolling the list down. Whichever the stock you want to refer, there you please pause the video. Okay, I am scrolling the list down. So this is the end of the report. Hope this information will be useful to you for your further study and analysis. Let's all meet again in our next video. Thank you.